Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. We're going to be talking about how you need to get rid of these items as we are transitioning out of summer. I'm also going to show you what to replace them with. All right, let's start with shoes. I'm going to show you some examples of some shoes that I think are really perfect for summer, but that are probably not going to serve you right now as we're in this in-between time. We're going to start at Steve Madden with these flats. And what I'm going to be showing you first is all flats, and then we'll talk about heels after. But these are called the natural Raffia flats. They're perfect for summer, like I said. Slide in real easy, neutral colors, gold accents, work really well with most people's wardrobes. They are still available, but as you see, they're on sale. They're on sale because we are leaving out of the hot girl summer era and we're getting into boots eras. So these are $70 right now. They were originally $90. They, like I said, they're still available. They come in multiple colors, sizes 5 to 12. This is an example of a pair you need to kind of get rid of if it's in your wardrobe. And when I say get rid of, you know, put it in storage, move it to the side, whatever you do to transition your wardrobe, I think now's the time. Another type of flat is this thong. Let me, you know what it is. This is also by Steve Madden, but these are at Nordstrom. I really like these a lot. I wish I had seen them during the hotter months. And honestly, I'm in Florida, I can still get them, but they're $29. They're called the Trella flip flop. And I cannot believe they called it a flip flop. I don't know that I have ever seen a retailer actually call it a flip flop. They usually call it a thong. You see it. Love this tortoise color. Like I said, I think it's great, but we are getting rid of these types of items as the weather is changing. And this is just another example. Again, if you live somewhere like I do where it's still hot, of course, you're going to still get your wear out of them. But I would say start to slowly shift them to the edge of your wardrobe so you can boot them on out. Another type of shoe that was very popular this summer was the jelly. I was opposed to it initially, then I got me a pair and fell in love, ended up with 2 or 3 pairs of jellies. But the jelly is definitely a summer shoe, so it's making its way out of the wardrobe. This is called the Bali Jelly Flat. This is by Mia. These are at Nordstrom Rack, and these are only $25. They're marked down as well, again, because we're transitioning. The reason I'm showing you some of these things is because if you want to just snag them and still get you another couple weeks out of them, feel free to do so. We just want to get in the mindset of what we need to start transitioning out of the wardrobe. So these come in a million different colors. They're just a flat jelly. You don't have to have the marks on your feet and sand in your shoe, because don't go play kickball in them. We are adults. And these are the jellies that got me, the Steve Madden jellies. I thought these were cute because they had a little bedazzlement going on the jelly, but these are called the Grove Tan Rhinestones. Now, these were originally $70. They're marked down right now to $60. That's not enough. That's not enough, Daddy Steve. That's not enough now. They need to be marked down more than it. I will tell you, these are very comfortable. If you don't have them and you do, like I said, want to grab them last minute, I would just tell you to size down one full size. They don't come in half sizes like most of Steve Madden shoes do. Well, do most of them? I don't know. They don't come in half sizes. So if you're a 9, get an 8, etc. If you're an 8, get a 7. Because the sizes that are true to your shoe size, they kind of can buckle on the sides when you step. So I will go down a step. If you got them dragging toenails, baby, that's between you and your pedicurist. Those are shoes I think we need to be moving out. Let me show you what I think you need to be transitioning into the wardrobe. Still in the flats category. Still not full on like cold weather, but definitely more appropriate as the temperatures start to drop. So these shoes are at Anthropologie. They are by Jeffrey Campbell. They're called the Advocate Mules. I think this flat mule is probably always really going to be a staple and be around, but you see it changes shape. Design elements change here and there just to make them more current. And this one I think is a really nice shoe. It's sleek. It looks elevated. It's $145. Comes in 3 colors. I love this buttermilk color. They call it sage. It looks more yellow than green to me, but hey, whatever. They come in sizes 5 to 11. This chocolate brown color is a good one too, especially going into the cooler months. Really nice, has a rich, kind of almost like a sheen to it, and then that deep chocolate color, and then it also comes in this like icy blue gray. But this shoe works with like a flowy pant really well. It looks really nice and elevated. It's like a step up from the thong that we saw and wore a lot in the summertime. This is good. Ankle still out, but you got more coverage around the toe area. And then, you know, per usual, we always have a loafer. When I say always, the last few years, the loafers have been very popular. So this is just a mule style loafer. So it gives you a bit of a different look than the last one. I don't think it's as sleek, but I think it has a lot of different what do I want to say? I think it's a very versatile shoe. You can do a lot with this in terms of different types of looks and make it work. These mules are by Sam Edelman. They come in sizes 5 to size 12, and they come in a lot of different colors. I also do like the faux suede. Again, I think fabrics can play into transitioning pieces as much as the actual piece itself. So, you know, you wouldn't be walking around with your leather in the summertime wearing, you know, you wouldn't be wearing these in the in the midst of summer. But for fall and even going into winter, I think they work. In winter, you can definitely put socks with them. That's something that's kind of trendy, and it will give you a little more life out of a shoe like this, but these are cute. They come in black, chocolate. They have this gold. Please don't get that. They come in like a black suede, and then they also come in a black leather. So really nice. Love those. I would say start to replace your thongs, your jellies, etc. with this type of shoe. Now let's move into heels. So with heels, I would say what I would start to get rid of is the like strappy sandals. The just whole foot out heels. They're super cute. We love them for summer, but they're not so appropriate for the cooler months. Now I'm going to show you this pair of mango here. They're called the strappy heeled sandals. She just this looked like Jane Fonda 1980s, baby, because she took that leg warmer and cut that baby down and made a half a sock and said, rock with it. Lean with it, rock with it. They're on sale. Again, you're going to see a lot of these items. I'm telling you that they can be transitioned out. They're on sale because we are now in that in-between phase, and the retailers, the designers, they're bringing in the fall pieces. These come in 3 colors. They come in sizes 5 to 10, and they're in this black color, which again, perfect for summer. They didn't have too high of a heel. I think they were nice, but we're moving on. I think what's more appropriate now and what you can replace those strappy heels with are going to be like peep toe pumps. They're going to be like open toe wedges. They're going to be things like heeled mules. I think those are more, you know, they're more in line with the weather, the cooler temperatures, etc. So let's look at some of those. This first pair I think is absolutely gorgeous. I think this is a really good shoe to get, especially if you don't have a camel colored shoe, especially time of year. You know, I think you should have like the 4 or 5 basic colors, but I think you should have them in every type of shoe, which takes time. It's called building a wardrobe. But these are $150. They're called the Esme Peep Toe Heel. This camel color I think is gorgeous. I love the pattern on it. You see how it's a peep toe and you still have the strap around the ankle. So your foot is still somewhat exposed, but it's not as like a strappy heel, and it's not a full-on pump or an ankle booty. These come in 3 colors. They come in sizes 5 to 12. I love the camel, but I also think this deep burgundy color is gorgeous as well. This is really, really pretty. You know, the oversized suits and things are trending. That would be so nice with this type of shoe, especially a more lightweight fabric oversized suit, because we're in that in between, and then an open toe heel like this peep toe will be really, really pretty. These also look really, really nice with skirts. We're going to talk a little bit about fabric. These are still heels, but I think fabric, like I said, plays a part as well. So these are going to be like velvet, suede, those type of more fall winter fabrics in a shoe, which I think when they're added with a certain kind of design are perfect for in between. So this first pair here is a thong, but it's a heel thong, but you see how it's in this velveteen rabbit fabric. We love that. It's Coconuts by Matisse. Calvin sandal is the name of it. I found these at DSW. They come in this really pretty honey color. They also come in black. I saw them in purple, but they must have sold out because I cannot find them in the purple anymore. If I find them, I will link the purple one down below. It's a deep, deep purple, like an eggplant. Is gorgeous. But these shoes are $90, $89.99. They come in sizes 5 to 11, and either color definitely works. But you see how if you had this on in July at the 4th of July event with this velveteen, it would not be appropriate, but in the warm, cooler months like now, August going into September, it works. So love this. I think this is a good alternative to replace those strappy sandals with. Over here at Jeff Bezos' house, oh my God, at Jeff Bezos' house, aka Amazonian Scamazonian, aka Amazon, they have this heeled mule, which is definitely a take on the YSL mule that was super popular. I think these are a good dupe, and they come in a lot of different variations, but I like this kind of velvet version that they offer. Again, I think the fabric plays into the season. These are $46.89, so super affordable. They come in lots of different colors. I also think this color is a good transitional color. It's not super, super deep and dark like you think of with the, you know, like in December, January, but it's also not like a pastel pink. I think it's perfect. It's right in between. That little bit of velvet gives fall. These are really, really cute. Love these. And the reviews on these are good too. So another good option to replace those strappy heeled sandals with. Let's talk about some clothing items. So we're going to talk about Racerback Tanks, you know, the super sleeveless type tops, spaghetti straps. Of course, those are good for summer. We're getting rid of those now. And I think what we can replace them with is a nice alternative. So for some of the examples of what I'm talking about getting rid of, we have this tank top from Quince. It's an organic cotton micro ribbed tank top. Love tank tops. I love tank tops, especially ones cut like this with a higher neckline on them. These are $15 marked down from $28. You see the sale items? Why they're on sale. This comes in many, many colors and sizes, extra small to extra large. This is not sponsored, but y'all know I've worked with Quince and I do like their items. The quality is good, but this is definitely a summer item. Even though it's ribbed, even though it's got a little thicker, you know, lining here and here, it's still very much summertime. And for summer, I think it's good to have these in older colors, but we're moving away from that. So that's one type of racerback that I think is super popular. Another one is over here at Old Navy. They have this cloud-like ribbed tank. Cloud-like ribbed fitted tank top. This one comes in 4 colors, and you know they always give you the different lengths, like petite, regular, tall. Love that as well. This one to me is sportier. It gives more of that racerback. Comes in extra small to extra large. People probably bought 1 million of them over the summer in all of the colors. We got it. We like them. You can put them with leggings when you're being real casual, and they work. I think the last one more I would put with like jeans or trousers. This would be more like leggings for a real light casual day. So get those out. Or honestly, you guys, if you want to stock up for next year, now's a good time to do that because these are only $10. So I don't know. If you want to get them in all the colors right now for next year, that would be smart. And to replace a racerback or tank top, I think what works really well in this period of transitional seasonal dressing is like a baby tee. So it's giving you very much similar type of silhouette, similar type of feel. You just have a little more coverage for the weather. So you have the shorter sleeves. It's going to be more fitted, and you still have that same type of crew neck here, and it usually comes in the same types of neutral colors. This one I found over here is called the Modern Rib T-shirt. This is at Gap. It comes in sizes double extra small to double extra large, and these are $14, and they come in lots and lots of different colors. I prefer the solid colors, but you know, go for what you know. They have lots of them. These work really well right now because these you can put a jacket over the top of. If the weather changes or shifts, you can still take the jacket off and you still have a bit of coverage because you have the sleeves. So I think they work really, really well for that reason. You can also put these with jeans to make them casual, of course, leggings, and you could definitely do these with like a flowy pant. Super easy. Put on a cute necklace, earrings, a bag, and then those flat mules. Easy, easy, easy outfit. Another option to replace your tank tops for this time of year, I think, is like the sheer long sleeve tops. So you're getting the coverage a bit with the longer sleeve, but then it's sheer. So it's not meant to necessarily keep you warm in a practical way like turtlenecks and, you know, wool sweaters do in the full-on winter months. So I found this one over at Anthropologie. It's called the sheer long sleeve button down. It comes in 4 colors, and they also do have the standard petite and then plus size. These come in sizes double extra small to double extra large, and I think the colors are really, really pretty. I like this coral color. Again, I think it's a good in-between color. It's not a blush pink and it's not a deep, deep burgundy, kind of like those shoes we looked at from Amazonian, Scamazonian. They actually probably would pair really nicely with this top, but this is good. This is good. Yes, you got to put a bra underneath. Just get a bra that's your skin tone or a black bra. Keep it pushing. It's a nice piece. Style it just like you would any other long sleeve button down. Okay, moving right along into bottoms. We're going to be moving away from getting rid of our like linen shorts, our culottes, our denim Bermuda shorts. We're going to be moving away from those and moving into more fall appropriate pieces. But I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. And Listen, if you live in Florida, baby, you're still wearing these, you know what it is. But over here at H&M, these are the dressy linen blend culottes. You guys know I've shown these. I have them in the chocolate brown and in that kind of tan camel color. They come in sizes 2 to 10. They must have restocked because all the sizes are available online. But this is the type of thing we're kind of moving away from. These are perfect for summer. These are perfect for the cookout. These are perfect for the farmer's market. These are perfect for dilly-dallying around. We love them. We wear them every year. They're great. But we're moving away from them. So these are, like I said, they come in the chocolate brown, this little honey color, and then this burgundy color. These are only $25. And let me say this about these particular ones. If you decide to get them, size up. Because I got them in my size, no bueno. They don't have any give in like the hip and booty area. So the pockets will buckle completely out and they will be tight across that section of your body. So if you want to get them now for next year, or you still live somewhere where you can wear them, size up. Also, the Bermuda denim shorts. Y'all know I love these. I probably have 5 pairs of these. These I found at Old Navy. They're on sale for $30. They were $50. But again, this is what we're getting away from. You know, we're getting away from all of the summer things. This, honey, with the Racerback tank top, with the jellies, all summer long, all summer long, all summer long. These come in petite, tall, and regular lengths, also in sizes 00 to 30. But a lot of these are sold out. Hence, fall items. What I think you should replace those shorts, linen, Bermuda shorts, culottes with are ankle cut trousers or tapered trousers or ankle cut jeans. I think those things work really well right now. They're not full on. They're not meant to give you protection from the elements, but they're definitely appropriate for cooler temperatures. And you can do a lot with what you pair them with as far as the top and the shoes. And then you can also definitely still transition them into full-on winter. So you're gonna get your cost per wear out of them. Now this pair here I found over at Express. I love these. I love the cut of these. These are called a high-waisted relaxed barrel pant in signature crepe. They come in black, and then they also come in this other color called mushroom. I don't like the mushroom. To me, the mushroom is giving cheap. I've talked about this before when you're buying affordable items. Things like colors, patterns matter. With that black, you really can't see anything that would indicate that the item is affordable. With that mushroom, you can see all of those little details that give Dollar General. So these are on sale right now for $69. They come in sizes 0 to 16. They have all the sizes in stock. These also come in long, regular, and short lengths. And these are cut with a tapered ankle, which reminds me of a pair of pants that I have from Zara. Actually just posted it on my Instagram. If y'all don't follow me over there, follow me. I will pop it up so you can see what I mean. But these are also very flattering. They're very comfortable. They are still a nice trouser, so they can elevate a look if that's what you're going for. They work well with pumps. They work well with peep toes. They work with wedges. They work with heeled mules. These are really nice, versatile pair of pants designed and cut like this to have in your wardrobe. Now, more of a ankle cut for sure are these pants over at COS. These are kind of like, they're not shorts. I would not say that they're shorts. They're definitely not. They're a pant. They're just, you know, what we would call like pedal pushers or, you know, high waters. But they're tapered, and I love that. I think that's such a nice look, especially with a trouser style pant like this. These are called the tailored cotton barrel leg pants. They come in sizes 2 to size 14. They come in this beige color, which I think is perfect. They also come in black, which of course works really well too, and transitions really nicely with the black. And with this, you can do a lot with how you style it. I do love that it has belt buckles as well. And you can definitely get away with like those flat mules that I showed when we first started the video. Those work well with a pant like this. It's a very easy, comfortable, casual look, but it looks elevated. Also, you can for sure throw you on a boot with these when it gets cold. You're still gonna get your wear out of them. So I love these a lot. These are really nice. And when it comes to denim, really the same kind of things. This is an ankle cut denim I was gonna say denim jean, ankle cut jean. It's kind of tapered. This is over at Gap, and this is called the high rise crop barrel jean. This one comes in a lot of colors. These are on sale right now for $44. And it does say limited time sale. I'm just telling you what the people told me. They come in sizes 24 to 35 with the regular tall and petite lengths like they always do. And then they have the short, regular, and long inseam as well. I love that because I have some pants or jeans that fit, but that inseam is just not for my body. So I do like that as well. That's a really nice feature to have, especially for some jeans from Gap that cost $44. These come in as medium wash. They come in a darker wash, white. The light wash to me gives a little Dollar General, but the other ones I think are really nice. Again, you can do the same thing with the shoe. You see she got on a kitten heel with it. You can do multiple different types of heels with this, different types of tops. These are great for transitional fall pieces. What I want to talk about now is colors. We're going to definitely be moving away from the pastels, the light neutrals, you know, the white. You can still wear white, but you know what I mean. We're moving away from that. And then to replace them, I feel like once you get rid of those, you need to be looking at colors that are richer, deeper, like the jewel tones, medium to deep tones. That's going to put us into fall and then of course carry us over into winter. So let's look at something we're getting rid of. Over at Revolve, they have this really pretty dress. It's called the Field of Dreams Maxi by that brand Lioness. I've told you guys about them so many times. They have nice pieces. I have a few of their jeans. Like them. This dress is $109, but you see how it's in this really light pastel-y color. It's green summer, very much giving warm weather. It's a gorgeous dress. Again, if you want to grab some of these things for next year, baby, feel free. They are still available. This comes in size double extra small to double extra large. I do like the off the shoulder and how it kind of cinches you a little bit at the waist, but you could tell it's stretchy. We always like that. It also comes in like a sage color and then like a yellow, but this is what we're getting rid of and kind of moving away from. I just want to show you examples of what I mean when I say the lighter colors. What I would replace that with is this dress. It's called the Stacy Maxi dress, also at Revolve. This is $92. I think this is a perfect dress, perfect color, perfect length. This works exceptionally well. It comes in sizes extra small, extra small to extra large. Let me tell you why I think it's so perfect. The color for one, definitely. The sleeveless part of the dress, I think is great. You can do so many jackets with this. You could do a blazer for sure. It would be perfect. Gets a little too warm, take the blazer off, boom. You still have on this amazing dress in this beautiful deep tone. You could do a moto jacket if you want to give it a little bit of edge. You could definitely do a moto jacket with it. You could do a long cardigan with this, like a lighter sheer type of cardigan. You could definitely do that with it as well. I like these kinds of dresses. When it gets cold, you can put a sheer long sleeve t-shirt under this and put on a full-on coat. It's still gonna work. With this, you can wear platform heeled sandals. You can wear the wedge heel that we showed a couple of slides back. You can definitely do an ankle boot with this. You could do a full boot with this. This is great. Love this dress. And for $92, that's good. Now over here at ASOS, baby, they said, let me show you what I'm talking about. This is what I mean when I say deep tones, rich tones. This is gorgeous. I love this dress. This is called the funnel neck satin maxi dress with exaggerated sleeves. Y'all know I love Miss 70s. Love to love you, baby. Y'all know I love that. You know, listen, it's going to be one of them in here because I am obsessed. But this is absolutely beautiful. This color is so rich and so vibrant, but in such a fall winter way. Love the detailing on the sleeves. It's also easy peasy. It's not really hugging anywhere. It's like a one and done, and it's on sale right now. It's $98. I think that's a great price for this dress. They have sizes 0 to size 14. They do have the sizes in stock. That's at the moment I'm recording this. You know how ASOS is, but I think this is a beautiful dress. I also just wish the model gave a dang a little more. Look at this. She act like, oh, y'all get on my nerves. I don't even want to be doing this. That's how the model was behaving. So I just chose to look at the still photos because she looks gorgeous in the still photos. Maybe I don't know what kind of day she was having, but listen. But the dress, chef's kiss. Let's talk fabrics really quickly. I've talked about the materials before, and I'm just going to be a little more specific. So I think we definitely know we can get rid of things like linen, That's either tops, pants, dresses. That screams Baby Franco Beverly and Mays, RIP, summertime, outdoor festivals, jazz fest, at the barbecue. Screams summer. We're getting rid of those things. I think also things like raffia, like the first pair of shoes I showed, that raffia texture, definitely summertime. I think lace can be summery, although you can kind of transition lace. Also, crochet. So those types of items we want to be kind of pushing to the back of the closet, getting them ready to go on in the storage, move on over here, slide them in that plastic and put it under the bed. And then we're going to replace them with things like, you know, fur, satin, shearling. Those are big for fall. They're easy to transition if you do it the right way, and they can also carry you into winter. So first off, we want to look at these linen tops, which I loved for summer. So many people had them. I think I did a post on Instagram that was just like all my favorite two-piece linen sets that were affordable. So you always see them in the summer. This shirt is at Uniqlo. It's $29.90. It comes in the 2 colors. Gorgeous for summer. We love it. Very versatile. But for the fall and the transitional season, we need it to go. The same with the linen dresses. We love an easy shirt dress, one and done, throw on. This one I found at Nordstrom Rack. It's called the V-neck maxi dress. I do love it in this color by this brand, London Times. It's $25. It comes in 3 colors. They have it in black and fuchsia pink also. For sure, the fuchsia pink color, you know, that's kind of falling into the brights, pastels, etc. that's out. But this type of dress is definitely screaming warm weather appropriate. So we're going to be getting rid of that. This one, let me tell y'all the sizes. This comes in sizes 4 to size 16. And this is called mineral red, which, yeah, it's kind of giving Clay from Georgia. They have this rose violet, which is that fuchsia color. And then, like I said, it comes in black. Oh, it's not black. I'm sorry. It comes in navy. But you see what I mean. This type of dress, getting rid of her, moving her to the side. We'll see you next year, boo. In that same vein, I love this dress from Fashion Nova. I should have bought the dress because now my size is sold out. But this kind of crochet, you know, style, I think this dress is so cute. It's $54.99, but they do have a buy one, get one free. This comes in double extra small to 3X. But very summer, very summer, very summer. Like, where are you going when it gets cool in this dress? Nowhere. To a photo shoot for summertime apparel they're going to release next year. That's where you're going. But this type of vibe, you know what I mean. It's just giving very much outdoor summertime, you know, all of the things you would do in the sun to have fun. It's giving that. So get rid of her. This is just another Fashion Nova one in that same vein, which I also love this one too, to be honest. I can still wear this stuff because I live in, honey, next door to the pits of hell because it was 94 degrees yesterday. I'm in Florida. But just another example. You see what I mean. This very summery, lightweight, crochet, raffia type of feel. This one I wanted to show you. It's still get rid of, but I just think it's a nice dress and it's on sale and it it falls into the category. This is at Lulu's. It's called the Nella Taupe Crochet V-neck maxi. This is a swim cover up, but baby, I would sure wear this as a dress. It comes in extra small to extra large and it's $52 with an additional 20% off, I think it is, or $20 off. They're not real clear with the code, but this is one of those pieces because of the price point too, and because it's in this neutral and it's real easy breezy, baby, snag this for next year. Moving right along, we're going to be replacing those fabrics with things like satin, silk, fur, shearling. This skirt is at Banana Factory outlet, Banana Republic Factory, which is their outlet. That's what I'm trying to say. This is called the Crushed Satin Midi Slip Skirt. We know we see slip skirts and slip dresses every year, but I think in fall, when you see the skirt, you can pair whatever top you need to pair with it to make it appropriate for the temperature. So I love this. These I feel like are almost timeless, especially when you get it in a solid color. These come in extra small to extra large. They come in 1, 2, 3, 4 different colors. 2 of them are prints. They have the regular and they have the petite lengths. But I love this. You can definitely wear it with a lighter weight top now, and then when it gets cold or cooler, you can put cashmere on top of it with a button down underneath with a nice ankle booty. That would be super cute. But I do like these a lot. And right now this one is $63 with an extra 20% off at checkout. So that's a good buy. And let me tell you something. This chocolate brown color, it's hard to find. I don't know why, but it's difficult to find. So if you can snag this one and you need one in this color, I would say definitely go ahead and grab it because they are hard to find. And as it gets cooler, they're just going to become that much more difficult to find. So still with the satin, we see it in the tops as well. I think I talked about this before. We see it in tops, dresses, skirts, and then the satin pant, that kind of pajama pant look is really big. But I love this top. This is at Revolve by the brand Cindy's. It's called the Rising Satin Shirt. I love this shirt. I like the way it lays. For it to be $74, which is affordable, it looks really nice because sometimes that satin that's Dollar General could get real Dollar General looking. I don't think this one looks like that. I think this cream color is another perfect color for transitioning. This is a really nice top. It comes in double extra small to double extra large, and they call this color champagne, but this is gorgeous. You can do a lot with this, and when it gets cold, you can put this with wool pants, will look gorgeous, or even like an oversized wool suit with the blazer and the pant, and then you have this shirt underneath just to give it a little bit of contrast with the texture. Something like that is really pretty. So this is another piece I think is good to just have because it's versatile. Now the boots with the fur, we're gonna look at some shearling. I just feel like shearling is always gonna be here in the cooler months. This dress is $98. It's called the Easily Mini Dress, and I put this in here because it's a mini dress. Because we're not in full on, you know, it's not Jack Frost outside, but it's still giving cooler months. I love that it just has it there around the wrists and then at the neckline. Let me tell you a trick. If you don't want to wear this as a mini dress, size up one size and put you a pair of pants with it. Put you a pair of jeans with it. It can just become a shirt. Easily. That's been one of the things I've been doing a lot lately because we are in an epidemic when it comes to finding cute affordable shirts, tops, etc. Definitely get it. And I would, like I said, would just size up so you can tuck it, half tuck it. It'll have a little more length to it. Get a nice barrel cut pair of trousers. Boom, whole outfit. If you want it to be a little shorter even than it is, I would say size down. It'll be more fitted and you could wear it like a fitted shirt. But this is good. Replace the crochet with shearling. This is just another version. Now with this, I guess you still could put pants. You for sure could put pants underneath this. Like a baggy wide leg jean would look pretty with this. I love the color as well. This rust kind of color. We know the rust, the wine, oxblood, burgundy, the deep greens, the hunter green. It's all fall winter. This is oh my gosh, this is available in size extra small to size extra large. It's on sale right now for $84. It was $254. It's called a whole lot of trouble dress, but it's cute. I love that it's long sleeve. You still have coverage here, but because it's shorter, I think it still gives us something to play with in this transition period. It's not full on winter. So I like this. And you see how you can, if you want to wear it with the boots, you can wear it with the boots, baby. If you don't want to wear it with the boots, you can do all kind of other things with it. It's versatile as well. I'm going to show some examples of each of the categories, not each, but 4 of the categories, the main categories that we talked about. I'm going to show you some examples of some outfits that are styled with those items. And what we're going to do is I'm going to dupe these, but I'm going to dupe them tomorrow on my live. So I've been trying to go live every Saturday. Tomorrow we're going to go live somewhere between 7 and 8. And I say that only because, baby, last weekend we had a whole lot of technical difficulties. It took me over an hour to get them situated. But I try to go at like 7:30. So I say between 7 and 8. And I will dupe the looks like I typically do in a video. So if you want to see what I dupe and where those items are, or get the links to the items that I use to recreate these looks, join us tomorrow on the live. In the meantime, in between time, let me show you. So this one I love. This is a runway look, but you see how she has that flat mule on? Now this, of course, yes, does have a gigantic bow on the front. The ones I showed do not, but you get the vibe. You see how she has that ankle cut jean, a nice crisp what? A nice crisp what? White button down. She has the big oversized earrings, which play into the silver in the shoe. Love this look, super easy. This is a great transitional look with a great transitional flat mule, which is going to replace all your like slides, raffia slides, etc. Your jellies, they're going to be replaced with this. And this is just an example of the type of look you can create. It's still easy breezy. It's casual. It's comfortable. It's elevated. For the shoes, remember we're getting rid of the strappy heels. And we're doing either some peep toes, some open toe, wedges. We're doing some heeled mules. This is an example of the heeled mule. I think this is great. She has the funnel neck top on. We know that funnel neck is trending. It was with us last year. It has granted us with its presence again this year. We love it. I love that it is in this white and how it's cropped and kind of boxy. And then she has this nice, I don't want to say legging. It's not a legging. Capri pant on. And then she has the mule, but it's heeled. I love this. I think this is a perfect transitional look. I also love the black and white contrast of the bag. But you see how we're in between seasons? You know, it's very in between seasons. It's definitely not giving full on. It's cold outside. It's definitely away from summer. I love this. And the shoe, I think, is perfect. I think this is a great example of how you could style that for these in-between months and make it look really nice. We also talked about getting rid of the tank tops, replacing them with the baby tees, the long sleeve sheer tops, etc. So this is an example of an outfit with a sheer top. Again, I think it's perfect for transitioning. It does have like a mock neck. I wouldn't call this a full turtleneck because it doesn't fold over. More like a high mock neck, almost like that same funnel neck design. But I love this with the trouser. I think it looks sleek. I like that she has the black underneath the top. So you see how you can still wear that sheer and be covered up and comfortable and feel like, okay, I'm wearing the outfit, is not wearing me. Love that. And you also notice she has on an open toe shoe. Again, a perfect in between. It's very, very Goldilocks. It's very, very Goldilocks. It's in between. Definitely not summer. Definitely not full on winter, because you would not have your Piggly Wigglies out like that if it was, 19 degrees outside. So I love this. It's long sleeved again, but sheer. So it's giving, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We talked about fabric. We talked about the satin and silk, replacing the raffia, the crochet, the linen. So in this instance, I wanted to show a dress. We saw that deep dress from ASOS, that deep red dress. We saw that dress, and I think this is kind of in that same vein. It's definitely given satin. I love that this is black, because that's always just simple and easy in terms of accessorizing and styling up the look. But I love this. It's simple, it's straightforward, just like your dresses of the summer would be. Those simple, straightforward dresses that you can just throw on, like a linen shirt dress or like a tank top dress. It's just as easy. We're just moving it into the more appropriate, length, sleeve length for the fall weather. Love this. And it's giving 70s vibe, which I love. You just put you like a nice long necklace, those necklaces that are very trendy right now. Get you a cute, simple clutch. You be good to go. But I love this. Love the satin, the silk. Also, that can be a little cool. You know what I mean? Like, that's not like wool. So it still gives you a little bit of leeway in terms of the temperature. And I want to show this example of the ankle cut pant, the trouser / denim, and how you can style it simply, but make it look very nice and elevated. So this is perfect. You see where these pants are hitting her? Love the length. It's definitely in between. And remember how I was telling you, you can style those pants with pumps. You can style them with sling back peep toes. She has on a pump here, and it still definitely looks really nice, and it works. And when it gets colder, just put on a nice ankle booty. But this is just a white button down. I keep trying to tell y'all. And you see she has a bag that still has a little raffia on it. So it's still giving a little bit of like, bye summer, I'm gonna miss you, goodbye. And then boom, well, we are moving into fall, baby. Bring on the pumpkin spice. I love that. I think it's perfect. Just again, another nice example of how you would style some of the things that I suggested you replace in your wardrobe with the things you're getting rid of, because we're transitioning out of summer and into fall. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. As usual, everything that was shown in the video will be linked down below in the description box. There will also be a QR code here on the screen. If you're watching on TV, feel free to scan that and shop anything you like. Don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, y'all, bye.